Hi. All right, so here, let's go over here. No, this is not browned. That's about as brown as it. Fuck this, That's what you're gonna get in an Instapot, or you're gonna get. Let's just flip it over. Like this is not. You got a whole bunch of burnt garlic. If you want the truth. But it did saute it. I mean, because you really cannot just put it in there raw. But I'm not always going to have to. Certainly not me. I'm not going to have to just only always cook out of an Instapot. I know I have to be patient. Again, I forgot the wine opener. Yeah, I ended up wearing some of the wine. Oh, I'm used to having that happen. Working in the food industry, you get covered in food. There's moments, yeah, you do. I am now soaking my shirt in water. I certainly don't want to smell like a whole bunch of Merlot. Okay, so I hear this going now. Here's what we're working with. See this? Okay. And here's our burnt garlic. This is fine. I'm going to transfer this garlic right into our sauce. I'm going to try to get a little bit of it out. Let me do that now. Good call. But I'm not really too hyped up about it. Just get what you can out. Don't want to pressure cook a whole bunch of sour burnt garlic, okay? But that is no problem, okay? We'll do that there. So let's go ahead. Put that there, okay? Don't put it in yet. You got your garlic. You could put the bay leaves in. Take it back. I learned that in Eastern Indian cuisine. This is what you actually add first. So, if that baby is a little bit softer, leave it. All right, this is coming up next. Now, we have the garlic mixed in because it's not the same type of dish we're doing a pressure cooker. So, we can just quickly saute that. Okay, all together. All right. No, I'm not trying to explain things to the T today. I'm really irritated. I'm tired of fucking creeps that go to church and believe their despots are taking over. I have the right to feel the way I feel. I'm just fucking tired of it. They are too taking over. Church of Trump. That's what they really are. Now that fresh bay smells delightful. And definitely the spices are being released from that. So it's okay now to put these babies in. Okay. Let's get that going. Now we're going to have carrot, celery, garlic, bay. It's going to be lovely coming out of our skillet. All right. Go ahead and add some salt. I'm going to do about a teaspoon or half teaspoon. Yep. And you can throw your pepper in there. If you want pepper in this dish, I do. This is about a little less than a half teaspoon. And let this go ahead and work itself for a minute. And saute, saute, saute. Wait on that. I would say another couple minutes. I'm just a stickler about it. So let's go back over here. All right, so the machine is a great machine. You can, and I have been doing it all in one. But culinary-wise, this is not cutting the grade. This is nothing like what you want to do. And I'm not going to lecture on it anymore. I'm going to be grateful that I could do it all in one. I'm going to scrape all these little bits and apply it to my final product before I put the lid on and pressure cook the protein. Okay, and I'm grateful. I am. I'm grateful that I could brown it as much as I could, okay? Heck yeah. We're going to add this 10 and 1 cup. For a pressure cooker, this is no more. You do not want any more liquid content. Okay, let's come back over here and look what we're doing here. You can put this baby in now, okay? I'll allow it. So I guess we could get our 1 cup. I have this thing. but just because of the circumstances, I haven't hooked it up yet. That's on me, man. That's totally on me. But you could use it as your measure. That's the whole point of the thing. This is half cup. I was kind of taking a time here, waiting for the vegetables. Let's set this here. Okay. It is smelling really good. Oh yeah. Throw this stuff away. Let's use this one as a place for our little spatula. It's still clean. Put these babies back. Let's get this baby over here. By that. Just dilly-dallying, waiting. I'd say go for it now. If you want to rush it now. Let's do a half a cup of... Oh, here, let me set this. Where? A safe place. Okay? I don't know what you can see, though. Here. You're on the coffee pot? That's fine. Here, let's do this. Man. You don't have a fork. Okay. Fork to screw. That's alright. You get it open anyways, man. Yeah, let's add a little wine. Yeah. This always brings me so much joy. Adding red wine and wine, period, to my food. It seems like it's how the human species is really supposed to be. We were supposed to stay that way. Since the 1950s, you kind of lost your path. Let's try to get back on the right path, right? Here. We did our we did our 1 cup of wine. This is a half cup, so that's why. Okay, you want this to see how it's simmering, really, really burn the alcohol out. Okay, you guys? Okay, ladies? All right. And just play with that. This is a really simple dish. Now you see what I'm doing, right? It's not ready yet, if you're wondering. Nope. I cooked with my mom a little bit growing up. She gave me the core basics. I always said that. I don't know what happened, dude. You have to ask her what happened here. Because the behavior I've seen the last few years is nothing like I was raised. But she wasn't, she wasn't working in no kitchen like I was. But she had basic cooking skills, man. And it did a tribute to who I am today. Along with growing up and knowing not to just be a criminal. Like, I don't know what's going on. You're going to have to ask her. But that was a no-no. You weren't supposed to, commit crime for income and stuff. She taught me basics. She really did. She did her best. I'm never going to hate her. Yeah, there was truancy. There was neglect. There was a lot of things that, yeah. All right? But I forgave. And I wanted to have a relationship beyond the resentments from the past. They're not resentments. It's serious shit. But look, I forgave. And it's sadly in the end was a whole bunch of shit that I had never seen her behave as, and that kind of put a real wrench in that relationship that I was seeking. Once I made my personal developments, I had to forgive. Because no, she did not raise me to be no gang member or a mob lady. No, that was not looked on in my family as with any adoration. Now, there was a lot of neglect. I was one of those community center type of kids. You know what I mean? I was around the wrong elements. Inner city, all the way kid. I was all the way that. with a single mom kid. Oh, yeah. But as far as our home went, she didn't date those kind of guys that wasn't around it like that. Right, so I had at least a little bit of a path to know, to navigate from. So the shit that I'm seeing now, I can't tell you how this happened. But the neglect and stuff, so that was where the Heidi, organized crime is bad, the nasty. Most regular families with a mom and a dad in the suburbs totally teach their kids that because it's fact. It's common knowledge. When you get more into the inner city kids like I was, it's sometimes not totally spoken of because the parents aren't even thinking about it. If they're like my mother was, they're not even thinking about it, but they're not, at the same time, they are not pushing the kids into it. That's where I give her credit. So what happens now? I don't fucking know. All right, so now it's time. Once that CC has got thicker, it's got all that nice difference in look. It looks different. You add your tomatoes. You might want to chop them up a little more with the scissor trick that I showed you. In fact, my mom does that too. She uses the scissors in the can. I think either I showed her or she showed me. I mean, she has some basic knowledge. She's a pretty nice lady. She is. I don't know what happened, man. But, see, that's the point where you add your tomatoes, okay? And let's get this blended. And simmer just is kind of here and there, but let's do that for 1 minute. And then we'll add our protein, our lamb. And then we will put I don't remember the temperature setting, so I have to say goodbye in this video. And then, of course, reference that and then set it. But I'll get as far as putting the lid on. So you, as the viewer, can just reference. Because this recipe is not a recipe, but they will tell you, I hope. I have to confirm it, but they will tell you at least the setting to cook it on. If not, I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead to that. I would put it on medium. And I do remember it says like 50 minutes. I would not cook the lamb shank on high. I hope the recipe would at least tell you that, but we'll find out. So let's put this in now. Okay, kids. Let's set this here. I don't know what you're seeing here. I leaned up against the coffee pot there. We're going to put our beautiful lamb shank into here. Let's do that here, like that. There. All right. So I'm gonna squish this little one right there. Here, Mama, see that? There you go. There you go. Get the protein at least in there. Put the bones up. Ladies, if you have any questions about that, that's what I would suggest. Now, I am not the queen of culinary like Lydia. Let me rinse my hands, please. Hold on. I didn't know that much. Get all the protein in there. Just put the bone up. And we want this flavor in our lovely dish here. Okay, throw this away. And so we're going to put the lid on. Okay, see, that's what we're working with, okay? The bones are up if there's no room, okay? This is 3 pounds, that's probably why. It's simmering beautiful. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Okay, and I'm going to put the lid on. I got to seal it, put the lid on, and set it for 50 minutes, and I'm putting it at medium. All right, God bless America, say goodbye.